How's it going, everybody? In today's video I have the pleasure of sharing with you a few upgrades I'm bringing into my Gretsch Electromatic. This is the G5422TG, T for tremolo, G for gold, as in gold plated hardware. And in order of, the way I'll install the parts, we have a Vibramate Spoiler, which is designed to make string changes on a Bixby trem so much easier and so much faster. You'll see it on the video. Trust me, you need one of these guys. Then, of course, I needed a bridge with rolling saddles or roller saddles. So I went with the TonePros, and this is, I believe, the TP6R for roller. And I believe it also says G at the end for gold. So that's that. And last but not least, my beloved string Butler, which goes on all of my guitars that have 3 tuners per side, like this guy. And this is the newest version they have. It's called the V1, and I went with gold screws and gold rollers. Okay, guys. Oh, before I forget, the strings, my new favorites, the Ernie bowl paradigms. These are 11 through 48. And they sound and they feel amazing, I must say. Alright, guys, see you downstairs on the workbench. Let's get to modding. Alright, guys, let's get started. So, number one, this will go first. This is the Vibramate Spoiler, finished in gold. And this is actually not a replacement part because it's an actual new part that will be added to the guitar. So let me open this guy up and show you what it's all about. Alright, so it's quite simple. It's just this little piece of metal. And you see these grooves up here. This actually, holes. That's where the pins from the actual Bixby will go through. And then this will go like this. And you will put the strings like this. Okay, so let me go ahead and put it on and I'll show you up close. Should be fairly easy. Alright, guys, so here we are up close and personal with the Bixby unit. In case you're not familiar, just a quick demonstration of how it works. You see it has this huge roller and it's controlled by this lever that is held in place with this spring. And that's, where you get your vibrato. It's very subtle, okay? The thing, quote unquote, with these style of bridges is that it requires you to pre-bend the string with a set of pliers before you put them in. You don't have to, but it's the way, it's like a shortcut. And what you do is you fish it through the back and you have it go through the actual pin and then just go ahead, go over the roller and start, tuning. It's not the end of the world. It's not that hard, but Vibramate came out with the spoiler, which is a very smart solution, which will basically help you not go, through all of this nonsense of using pliers and stuff. The actual, as you can tell, it has 2 rectangular holes. These will use the inner 4 pins, like that, sort of. And as you can tell, it has the shape of the roller, so it will be here and it will be looking something like that. And now the strings are fed through these grooves over here. I feel that I'm pretty sure that will be much more stable, plus ball end strings like these guys. Even though the ball end is designed to take tension, I'm pretty sure it's not designed to take tension the way it is, like like going through a little metal pin, especially if you are rocking the bar like I do quite a bit. And they tend to, with time, they can actually get weak, because if you see it, they're just held in place by a little loop over there, and they can just break, and that's not cool. You don't want to go and have that experience playing live, right? Alright, so that will be for the Vibramate, which of course I'll do it and then show you the results, because it's quite hard to do it with one hand, as you might have already been able to tell. Then I will replace the original bridge with the TonePros TP6R-G for gold. And a couple pro tips: what you do is, before you do anything, you take the bridge out and you match the pattern here on the bridge here. As you can tell, it is pretty similar already, but I'm sure I'll have to do some little, some little retouches over there, maybe, to get it just perfect, because every bridge is different. And the other thing is, since the guitar was already set up, because when I first got it, I did, a string change, I adjusted the truss rod, and, the whole 9 yards. So the guitar was playing, it was perfectly fine, and just like I like it in terms of string action as well. And since I want to get that same result, what I do is I measure from the body of the guitar using a ruler like this, and I take note of how many centimeters or millimeters. Yes, I do use the metric system, guys, because I'm in Peru, and you will write that down, and I already did. And here it is. So it's 2.4 centimeters on the low E and 2.1 centimeters on the high E. All right, so that's what I'll be trying to get, and that will help me, not wasting time, with trial and error. And finally, I'll be putting the string butler in. All right, and in case you're not familiar with the string butler, just let me explain really briefly what it does. It gets you to be able to have the strings go through the nut on a straight pull. And these guys are designed for guitars like this that have 3 tuners per side, all right? So these screws here, they are actually rollers. So basically, once this unit is installed, which will be replacing your actual truss rod, the strings will go, like I said, straight, and then they will start, go in the directions they need to go, but that will be after the actual nut, so you don't get friction here, sideways friction. So all in all, what I am expecting with all of these mods is to get a better sounding guitar, a much more stable guitar, in terms of tuning stability, because I must confess, it's not the most stable of my guitars. Probably because of the Bixby. I think that's a culprit. So the cool thing is that now this unit will give me, I'm pretty sure, a much more secure and efficient way of stringing the guitar. The bridge with the roller saddles will help me, eliminating quite a bit of friction. I will lubricate the nut like I always do, using my D'Addario lubricant, and finally using the string butler, like I said, to have the whole set, the whole 9 yards. Okay, so I'm going to do that for you guys, and I'll show you the end results, and let's see how it goes. Good morning, guys. So yes, it is a brand new day. I did finish modding the guitar yesterday. I set the guitar up the way I want it. Everything is in place, and I usually do modding at night, so that way I, let the guitar stabilize itself overnight, and then in the morning you can recheck everything you've done and be, certain that everything is in place. So it is perfectly intonated now. Everything works, and it sounds actually pretty cool. I should mention that, to be honest, the actual differences I might feel are just, an improvement in tuning stability. I wasn't really expecting any tonal differences. However, the spoiler on the Bixby has made the Bixby itself odd more expressive or sensitive. I'm not sure why. Maybe, you know, the fact that it doesn't have to like go over under the roller thing. And yeah, so now I have a much expressive Bixby unit, so that's a good thing. All right, let me show you up close what I've done, how the guitar looks finished, and then at the end I'll just give you a few sound samples and see what you guys think. Let's get to that. Alright guys, so this is the final result. Let me do a quick sweep. So this is the string butler over there, down to the TP6R roller bridge from TonePros. It looks amazing. I really like the way it looks. That's just personal opinion. I set it up, with the action I wanted. That's why I took measurements. It is intonated, so everything is cool like that. And then I have the spoiler set, installed already. So now that I can actually show you what I meant when the pins go through those holes, those rectangular holes on the spoiler, that's this. And then now I string the guitar this way. As you can tell, you put the strings right on those grooves. Right there. Alright, let's get some tones and show you what I meant specifically, how expressive this guy has gotten after installing the spoiler. I wasn't expecting that, so that is a good thing. Let's get to some playing. Okay, so let's hear the guitar now. I'm using the Knox Mighty Air, which is back there. I hope you get to hear it fine. I'll be using the middle position, which has become my favorite position lately. And the guitar is in tune. And let's just play a couple riffs. Here's what I meant when I was telling you guys that now the Bixby feels much more expressive. So take a listen. I mean, I feel there's much less resistance, so I just don't need to push it as hard as I used to before doing all this. And I really like the way it makes the guitar vibrate. It is a vibrola or vibrato, so I guess that's the right term, right? Alright guys, thank you for watching. I hope this video helps in case you want to mod the guitar with similar parts, or if you have a similar situation. Again, thank you for watching. If you like my videos, please just like this video and subscribe to my channel. It will help a lot. There will be more guitar related content coming your way if you do, I promise. So thanks for watching and see you soon guys. Stay metal.